Hello 199 subscribers, welcome to the channel. In this video I'll show you how to build the most powerful chatbots that you can do without knowing how to code. Obviously, for most of the text-based solutions that we build for our clients, we use Voiceflow, and this is what we're going to use right now. This is a sample file that we're going to work with. Voiceflow have things called custom actions. If you go to Devs tab, and you can drag them into your canvas, and this is like basically a custom action module. The problem is that for the most part, like Voiceflow has great documentation. They have a lot of videos on their YouTube channel, but for the custom actions, it's not as straightforward on how to use them, especially for a non-technical person. They have this page where they explain how everything works, and they even have a YouTube video for 80 minutes. They mentioned that it's in beta. I'm not sure. That this video was recorded like I think 3 or 4 months ago. So there is no way you will actually figure this out by yourself if you don't know how to code. So this is why I'm here to show you, like, in very, very simple language, how to actually use it and provide you the template. Obviously, if you want to get this template for free and all of my templates, so go into the first link on the description, sign up. It's free. So I'll just send you the link to my resource hub. Okay, so these are the custom actions. What they do, actually, this is like extensions that you can add to your chatbot to extend the functionality. And if you look closely here, these are the buttons. Again, this is just the template file. It's not the real use case scenario. But for example, the map, form, timer, date. So let's say you want the customer, your user inside the chatbot, to choose a specific date. Usually for the bookings, we use, let's say, a Calendly or cal.com inside the bot as an iframe. I'm not going to show you how to do it in this video, but like for the dates, we usually use the external tools, since we're booking everything externally on usually cal.com. But for example, where it becomes really interesting on the file upload or knowledge base upload. So let's say your user want to upload the file and you want to do something with this file. If you're not new to this channel, you already know that I showed a few chatbots before. I actually recorded a video maybe 3 days ago where I was using this functionality for uploading, but not specifically custom actions. We have an app called VoiceGlow. VoiceGlow is a front-end app for Voiceflow. So you basically create an agent, you paste the Voiceflow API key here, and then you can use an upload file function, and then the VoiceGlow will return a link. But it is an external software, so there are some limitations there. So what Voiceflow is saying, basically, they have a simple page and they have 18-minute video. It is good, but for technical persons. And they obviously have GitHub with all of the templates and with kind of a README file with some of the instructions. But if you go here, there's no way you understand how it works. That's why, again, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I will give you an example on my own website. So I am built, like, my website, quimple.agency, for my agency is built on Framer. So there are two ways, like there are more, but there are two general ways how you can embed chatbot on your website. First one is just on the right or left corner, as most of the websites have, right? So the bubble pops up, you click it and chat with this thing. But you can also embed it as a as a window here, as a block, as a separate block, and chat inside the website. And this is what we're trying to do more often right now. It was actually inspired by one of the guys on YouTube. His name is Umbral. This is his YouTube channel, and he actually, after watching his video, I got this pop up in my head that this is a really good way to offer things to the businesses as a alternative way for the FAQ section. So let's say this is my website. So let's say I have an FAQ section somewhere here, right? So somewhere here, and instead of this section, I can embed the whole chatbot that can answer like dynamic questions without a need to for the user to click on the like on some external bubble on the right. Okay, so this is this scenario. In order to embed this thing on Framer, again, it depends on what your clients use or what you use, like Webflow. For WordPress, it's more straightforward, it's more flexible. But on the Framer, we have a block called embed, right? So this is just a simple embed block where you can paste the HTML. So we have this code, and this code is written by me. Actually, not by me, obviously, by Claude. We were like together figuring it out, but it actually works. And again, it will be in the first link in the description. It's free, so don't worry. Okay, so you should paste this into your embed, or you can create a custom block, custom container, and reference this container separately. Again, if you're a coder, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So anyways, let's say we embed this specific thing here, and as you can see, it renders. So if we copy it and delete, so it disappears, and if we paste it again, it pops up. Okay, so what it does, it's basically doing two things. The first one, it's referencing this specific chatbot here. So if we click start, it will start this scenario. This is like very straightforward. But the question is, how do you actually call the functions inside the chatbot? Again, you have the dev, you have the custom block, and these are the blocks. So let's say we have a timer, the custom action block. So the extension name is ext timer, but there is nothing like there is a duration. This is a it can be dynamic, but this is just the standard input. But there's like nothing here, and that's why it gets confusing. Like, okay, so if you do actually, like, let's say you just create the project from scratch, and you call, like, do this function, and you like copy this and do this, like copy paste it, exactly, it's not gonna work. That's why you need this code, because in this code we reference this specific functions and trigger them. Again, like, I can't exactly explain how it works, because again, I'm not a technical person. For all of the technical things, I have two developers in my on my agency that do all the backend stuff. But like for this YouTube, and like I like to do everything myself. You already know that if you watch any of my previous videos. So again, just copy and paste it and use it. It will work. Okay. So if we publish this specific bot, and if we go here, let's say we publish it, but it's already published. If we go to the page, okay, so this is the Quimple Agency slash testing. This is the a separate page on my website that I created specifically for this example. And this is the boat. Again, this is I triggered it one time. So if we start it, let's see. So it gives us this thing, right? Basically, if we go here, sorry, this is another one. Where is it? It's chat widget. So this is the first block. So let's go one by one. If we click on, let's say, map, it will render, basically, it goes here and it triggers this specific function. But again, if you don't have this specific code on the backend, it's not going to work. That's why if we do have it, it is triggering this map. How to use this map, I never actually done something like that for my clients. Maybe if we are working with a like restaurants or a physical location, with the businesses with multiple physical locations, maybe it's gonna be useful. Again, it's like right now this is just the default address and you need to connect the API keys. So what I would suggest, if you want something specific, like let's say you want to work with this map, so what you can do, you can like literally copy this code, go to Claude, I suggest Claude, paste it here and say, okay, I want this function to do this. Is it possible? And just play around with it. Okay, so let's do a few more things. For some reason, it's not loading. Okay, let's try to use something different. So if we click form, basically now it will provide us a form that the user can input information to. And if we say Eugene, we say gmail.com, and we can say something like this. Then it will save each of this variable, each of these pieces of information into the variable. And as you can see, it can reference right away our name. So we can, send a webhook into, let's say, make to create something inside the CRM. And if we go here and if we go to form, you go here, you can see that it is referencing hi last name. So the extension is saving the name that the user provided here into the variable name. And if you ask me, okay, Eugene, how do I save it to another variable? It is all happening here. It is all happening inside this code. So copy, paste it into the Claude and say, hey, Claude, I want this to be saved here. And it will give you the thing. But you will need to create another variable, obviously, inside this specific template, right? So that you can reference it. Okay, so if we go to, let's try something else. If you go to timer, it will show us the timer and it's dynamic. 3, 2, 1. And then when the 5 seconds are done, we go to the next step. Guys, again, these are just tools, but you can see if you build anything in your life, right? So if you ever build a one thing on Voiceflow or on any other chatbot builder, you should see how powerful this is, what kind of scenarios you can create. Obviously, for the timer here, we can ask, okay, how many seconds you would want to wait? I can create from my head this scenario where you would use something like this, ask, okay, input the amount of seconds, user input 44, and then the bot will wait for 44 seconds, because in the body, instead of 5, you can just use the variable which you captured from the previous step. Okay, so now to the fun part. Before we start, confetti is just some animation. It's not super useful, but you can probably attach it to the success message and add some interaction, add some fun to your bot. As again, it makes the bot feels more alive, right? Okay, these are two most powerful functions yet. First one is what we always use is file upload, but we were using it on the Voiceflow, as I explained. So when we click file upload, there is just the box pops up, and the user can choose any photo. So let's choose something like from my previous video. Let's choose this photo. And now it uploads this to a temporary database. And I believe they save it so this image is accessible for 60 minutes, and it's displaying us this image. How? Again, it's very simple. Since we have a direct link, if you go to this link, we see this picture. So if you go to file upload, this is the thing, and you have the image block, and they save basically the file. The image is saved in file URL variable, and then we provide this variable as the link for an image. So it's very straightforward. Now, even more interesting things. So if we click a knowledge base upload, just so that you see, there is nothing on our knowledge base. If we choose the file, let's say we choose a package slip from one of my recent shipments to Amazon warehouse. As you can see, it uploaded the file into the knowledge base. It should do that. Let's reload. Actually, it did not. You know why? Because in order to for this function to work in the script, we need to provide the Voiceflow API to to upload the file. So let's do it right now. Basically, you go to integrations, you copy your API key. Let's go to Claude and let's ask, okay, or let's actually find it ourselves if we can. Let's see, where is it? It should be confetti. Voiceflow container. Not sure why it's in the it's not as easy to do that here. Input submit container from container. It should be somewhere. Knowledge base file upload. Yeah, so it's somewhere here. File KB file upload. Okay. KB knowledge base. KB file upload. Constant. Voiceflow. Okay. Search param post. API key. Here it is somewhere. Authorization body. Post. Success. Cancel error message. Actually, there is no API key even. Okay. So what we can do, we can copy this. Let's do it as I suggest you to do, and go to Claude and say, can you copy and change knowledge base API key from Voiceflow, please? Here is the script, and paste it here. So if we go here, we copy, and for some reason it's lagging today, as you can see. Always happens when I record a video. Jesus Christ. Okay, so this and provide the final script, please. Okay, so let's wait for the Claude to provide us the script with updated. This is what you're actually will need to do when you copy your project. When you copy this template into your project, you would need to ask the Claude to change, or you can do it yourself. Certainly, I'll update. Okay, so let me pause the video for a second. Oh, no. Okay, so I think you got the idea right now. You can do a lot of things. So here it will upload the file into the knowledge base. Again, this is very specific use case. I'm not sure where you would want a user to upload documents into the knowledge base. But there's one scenario that I have in my head right now. Not that while ago, I already mentioned it in a few videos. We did an internal assistant for sales members of a wholesaler, and we were connecting it to the SAP Business One. So the only people who have access to this specific which to this specific bot is actually the internal team, and internal team, they can upload documents there, right? So this is not something that we used, but maybe you will find a use case where you would want your users to let's copy paste it here. Okay, let's see if it works. Let's save it. Let's reload it. Okay, so let's click knowledge base upload. Let's upload another file. Success. We're providing for one. And let's see if it pops up. Yeah. Okay, so this is the file that we just uploaded. This is just the packing slip for my packages for my products on Amazon. Okay, guys, yes, so as you can see, it's very, very powerful. You can create a lot of different scenarios, and in future, obviously, I will create maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow. I record videos every day, so I will create more use cases and more scenarios for this specific thing. Like actually, like, for each one of this, like, I can't like think on what is the good way to use the map. For the form, it's very straightforward. What we usually do is, hey, provide the name, they provide the name, so one by one, right? Since this is the conversational assistant. But maybe if it's a big, so if you want to gather more details, obviously you can ask Claude, instead of just popping up this three fields, you can create more fields, you can name them differently, and you can save each of these fields into the variable. Confetti is just for some fun. Date, it's really good for bookings. Timer, not sure. File upload, everything that we need, right? So because we build a lot of things, and there are a lot of videos on my channel where we build solutions with the where like someone uploads something into the assistant and something happens. That's why, it comes very handy, because it references the exact URL to the file. It's not the base 664 format. It's very, very simple URL that we can reference in further steps, on either on make or inside the API request inside Voiceflow. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Again, if you want to get this template, it's free. Go on the first link in my description. Thanks for watching. Peace.